Today we are going to discuss the relationship amongst transformational leadership, employee engagement, job satisfaction, and employee turnover. So leadership influences many things within an organization. It influences employee job satisfaction, employee engagement, employee turnover, and the success of the organization as a whole. So, what motivates and satisfies employees? What influences employee retention? So a lot of people argue that money has a big factor, work environment, things such as work schedules, benefits, things like that. But a lot of people also argue that it's the leaders that have a big influence on these things. So there are several leadership styles that leaders choose to use. There's authoritative, laissez-faire. Laissez-faire is kind of a hands-off approach. Transactional leadership, democratic leadership, and transformational leadership. Today we are going to focus on transformational leadership. So what we really want to know is how transformational leadership affects employee engagement, how it affects employee turnover, and how it affects job satisfaction. So what is transformational leadership? It is a process by which leaders motivate their employees to outperform an initially expected level, to transcend followers' individual interests in order to accomplish a collective goal. What is employee engagement? It's a workplace approach resulting in the right conditions for all members of an organization to give their best each day. Employees are committed to their organization's goals and values, and they're motivated to contribute to organizational success with an enhanced sense of their own well-being. Job satisfaction is the degree to which individuals feel positively or negatively about their jobs. Employee turnover is a number of percentage of workers who leave an organization and are replaced by new employees. So what do transformational leaders do? They create visions, they motivate their followers, they inspire commitment, and they enhance performance. So for this research, we are going to assume that employees are working in a field that interests them, and they're not job hoppers, which are people that accept a job, work somewhere for a very brief time, and then leave and do that repeatedly. We're going to assume that these people are staying with organizations long term. So the limitations of this research are access to data gathered. So some people might not be willing to participate. There's also limits on how much data we can actually gather. We also can't control the answers. I mean, some people may not answer truthfully. We also cannot control the employee attitude and personality. Some people just do not like working, and they're just basically negative about work in general. So this survey is going to be conducted at 5 healthcare facilities in Central Illinois. So we are going to assume that these employees aren't working weekends or holidays, and that they are able to receive employee benefit packages like paid holidays, paid vacation, health and dental insurance, and like a 401k or some sort of retirement plan. For the study, we're going to use descriptive research. We are going to use surveys. So the survey is going to have 15 questions, and we're going to ask 50 healthcare professionals to answer these 15 questions. And we're going to ask what impact organizational leaders have on how they feel about job satisfaction, their commitment to their work and organization, and their likelihood to leave the organization. So of these 50 participants, we are going to do 10 professionals in each healthcare facility. So that's going to total 50 participants. So of the 15 questions that we discussed earlier, 5 are going to relate to leadership behaviors, the behaviors that the employees desire by their managers or leaders in the organization. 3 of them will relate to employee engagement, 3 will relate to job satisfaction, and 3 will relate to employee turnover. Basically, we're going to ask them what motivates them to either stay or what motivates them to want to leave. And all these studies are going to be thoroughly read and organized. And this is going to be completed over a 90-day period.